Hello, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to the big show. My name is Mickey. This is Mickey in the Middle, the quintessential show for middle Americans where all middle Americans are welcome. We have a big change at the top of the chat Olympics, and I'm telling you right now, this is a huge change. Dawn Ledger just beat out Carolyn Greggs Ledger for the top spot and the gold medal. Congratulations, Dawn Ledger. You have done it. You have usurped the winning streak of Carolyn Greggs Ledger, and I cannot tell you how proud I am of you. So congratulations to Dawn for winning the gold medal today. Carolyn, big round of applause to you. You have had one heck of a run up there at the top of the gold medal positions, and I just want to say congratulations to you for such an incredible run. That's absolutely amazing what you have done. I appreciate your patronage of the channel. I really do. And then congratulations to Elaine Calcaterra, one of my favorite people in the world. She came in with a bronze medal tonight. So congratulations also to Elaine. That is outstanding. Congratulations. So Dawn with the gold, Carolyn Greggs Ledger with the silver, and then Elaine H. Calcaterra with the awesome. Nella West is also here. Oh my gosh, if you go, you got to know Nella. He's one of the kindest, sweetest artist persons that I know. He is just a great dad, friend, brother, sister, whatever, friend, worker, co, whatever. He is just absolutely awesome. So, and then that is awesome. Who else we got here? So Dawn, Lane, Nello. So anyway, hey, welcome to the big show, everybody. All right, so what are we going to talk about today? Well, the first thing I want to talk about today is I went out to dinner to Moreno's Italian restaurant here in Cabot, Arkansas, and I was sitting with my friends, Janet and Ricky Self, who are the owners, one of the sets of owners of the Cypress Creek Golf Course here in Cabot, Arkansas. It's one of the best tracks in Arkansas, bar none. It is one of the most beautiful golf courses, and you need to come and play at Cypress Creek. It's right down the street from where I live here in Cabot. And somebody bought us dinner. I couldn't believe it. It was one of the most magical things because we always fight about who's going to pick up the bill. Because, when three of us go out, it's always like, oh, let me get it. And Janet and Ricky are two incredible people. But I just want to let everybody know that somebody bought us dinner tonight. And we have no idea who it was. When it came time to get the bill, I had Austin, who was our server. He did a great job. So if you're watching this, greatly appreciate this. Also, Jamie Shelton's kid served us tonight. She brought us dinner. And I'm going to tell you, one of the greatest people in the world. If you don't know Jamie Shelton, she's just absolutely incredible. So anyway, the Shelton kid came over. So we don't know who did this incredible act of kindness, but we did discuss it, and we are going to do a random act of kindness in the future because that's what makes the world a great place. And we were blessed by somebody tonight, and we believe that it's our job to go ahead and pass that along. So we're going to do that in the coming days. Now, I'm not going to tell anybody about it. I have been blessed by somebody else, but I am not going to come on here and tell you when I bless somebody else because I try to do that every day. Whenever I am out, I always try to find opportunities where I can do something small for somebody else to make them smile, to make them have a better day, to make life go a little bit better for all of us. And it might be holding the door for somebody. It might be cracking a joke at an inappropriate time when somebody really needs to have a smile. It might be stopping to give somebody a ride that looks like they're tired. And I still do that, right? Even if the person looks very suspect, I try to go and if it's in my mind, if I've got a 50-50 shot of not being the victim of a crime, I will pick just about anybody up. Matter of fact, the last person I picked up was a couple of weeks ago, and this pickup really made me think. Now I'm in Cabot, Arkansas, and I saw a young person walking, and I picked him up, and I said, "Hey, do you need a ride?" And he said, "Yes, sir, I do. If you don't mind." I said, "That's awesome. Kid runs around, gets in, sits down, throws on a seatbelt, and starts getting out his phone and his wallet. And I said, "What you doing?" And he says, "Well, I'm proving to you who I am so that you're not scared of me." And I was like, "Why would I be scared of you?" And he said, quote, "Because I'm in Cabot and I am black." And I went, "That's a shame. That's horrible." And I started thinking about this. I was like, we're good." And we talked, and we got him back to where he was going. And I started thinking about that. And then tonight, it kind of brought it back to the forefront about random acts of kindness and being kind to each other. Because you know who can't be in the random act of kindness business? The federal government can't be in the random act of kindness business. And that is uh that's a shame. But you can be in the random act of kindness business, and I can be in the random act of kindness business. And if I do my part and you do your part and we all do our part, then we will have a much more civil society, and we won't have to worry about whether our kids go outside anymore. We're going to be able to leave our front doors unlocked. I didn't start locking my front doors until the last couple of years. But when I was growing up, we never locked our front doors. We all brought guns to school. I didn't. I didn't have any guns when I was growing up, right? But all my friends had pickup trucks, and they would go hunting before going to school, or they would go hunting after school, and they had guns. And yeah, we didn't school wasn't completely violent free, right? We would have scuffles in the hallway. We'd have scuffles behind the gym, but nobody was shooting each other. Suicide rates were much lower than they are today. People were much kinder. People were taught to open up doors. People were taught to respect each other. People were taught to dress up when they go to a job interview. People are taught to respect their elders and take care of those that appeared weaker or frailer. I mean, that's just the way that it is. And tonight it just reminded me to be kind as we go through life, because life is too short not to be kind. It's actually it's written. I've got my wife made me coins when I became Chief Master Sergeant in the United States Air Force. And there's my 24-hour sober coin. I'm 24 hours sober again. So I always carry this one around to remind me that I'm a drunk, and that I have to be very, very careful with my sobriety, and I have to be very, very careful with. So I do drink now. Just to let everybody know, I did not drink for 15 years. Actually, 18 years. I didn't drink for 18 years. And I always carried this coin with me, and it's 24-hour coin. Alcoholics Anonymous really helped me get through some very, very rough times. So the random act of kindness from Alcoholics Anonymous, this is the coin that I carried. So anyway, if you know how coins work in the United States military, they usually involve alcohol, so I would pull that one out. But anyway, the random act of kindness is actually written on my coin here. And my coin says, "Winning counts." It says, "Presented for excellent by Chief Spillane," right? And then on the back, it says, "Country, God, family." And right here it says, "Booyah." And on the top, it says, "Winning counts." Because in the United States military, winning counts. You can't, you know, we didn't lose Vietnam. We quit Vietnam. We quit winning in Vietnam. We didn't lose Vietnam. This is very, very important for everybody to understand. We did not lose in Vietnam. We quit winning in Vietnam, and we packed up our shit and went home. There's a big difference. So everybody out there that went into Vietnam and did that mission back there in the 60s and in the early 70s, you won. You did your job. You held communism at bay in that side of the world, and it did not progress, and it didn't go any further. We stopped them there at Vietnam, and we stopped them in Korea. It's very, very, very important to understand that we did not lose Vietnam. We just quit winning, packed up our stuff, and went home. For everybody that went to Afghanistan, we did the exact same thing. While we were winning, we were winning. We owned 99% of the country, and there was one small part up there in the mountains that we did not want to go and mess with. So we kept them at bay. We kept the country of Afghanistan secure. And when we got tired of winning, we quit and we went home. So we got tired of winning in Afghanistan, so we just came home. It was a tragedy the way we did it. It totally screwed up the area. We didn't have to do it the way that we did. We could have left it secure and freedom based and had allies in the region, but no, somebody had to go screw that up. Joe Biden, Brandon, whoever you are, it's an absolutely terrible thing. The reason I say that is because coins are very, very important and winning counts. So when we got tired of winning, we left. That's why we still don't have trouble here in the United States of America, because we have a military that wins. So winning counts. But you know what else counts? Right below that, it says kindness is not weakness. There it is. Kindness. Come on, camera. Kindness is not weakness. Booyah. Because kindness is not weakness. And when you go out and you do random acts of kindness, that does not show that you are weak. That shows that you are strong enough to be able to bear weight on your shoulder for somebody else, and that you are kind enough to understand how humanity works. And when humanity works at its finest, we are all secure with what's going on around us. And the bears and the wolves and all the things that are outside of the door, we are better protected against the evils that are on the outside of our village, because the inside of our village is secure. And that's one of the key messages about Mickey in the Middle. You know, it's like, where is the balance? Where is the balance in the world about random acts of kindness and caring about each other and doing the good for our nation, for our neighborhoods, for our neighbors, for our families, for the sick, for the needy, for those that are less fortunate than us? You know, here's the thing. Right now, we got a country that is divided along the lines of who's going to run our country in the future. Some people go, the government needs to run everything. The government needs to run education. The government needs to run our roads. Government needs to run our infrastructure. Government needs to run our education systems. Government needs to run our oil production. Government needs to run everything. Well, I'm one of the people that disagrees with that. I don't want the government doing that, because if you put the government in charge, all of the rest of us are screwed. And as I has often said, there are 535 people in Congress. 535 people in Congress. There are 435 people in the House of Representatives and 100 people in Congress, and they are writing the rules for all of us. Those 535 people are not smart enough to figure out what works for everybody in the country, because those 535 people really have a say over what the rest of the 330 million people live in the United States of America do. And they have found out that if they take more money in taxes, charitable donations and charitable givings go down. That's one of the things about the way that government negatively affects the way that we do things. Look at the government policies in New York, the government policies in Los Angeles, the government policies in LA, Chicago, Atlanta, Memphis, New Orleans, Houston. Those government policies that say, hey, you know, people should be free to defecate on the street, and people should be free to shoot up drugs, and people should be free to go and do whatever they want to do and live homelessly and take up park benches and go wherever they want to be and squat in people's homes or unoccupied houses, and they should be able to do whatever the hell they want. Those policies really are at a detriment to the rest of us. The policies on oil are a detriment to all of us. You know, when they say, hey, look here, we're not going to let commercial operations build pipelines. The existing pipelines that we have are going to be EPA'd out of the system. That you're not allowed to drill or look for oil offshore or onshore or in on ANWR. Those are government policies that are causing the price of oil to go up and causing all of us to be poorer. But it's also improving the tax situation so the government gets more of your money because they make it artificially conditions so that the price of oil is artificially inflated. And then the government makes more money. That's why they raise the prices. That's why they cut off the oil. They're like, we're going to save the planet. They're killing me, man. Uh, Mickey, the incoming newcomers brief said that I, Little Rocker, can stay out of Cabot. Well, listen, Nello, if you're coming back to Cat, come on, baby. You come hang out with me, dude. Oh my goodness. Uh the government needs to stay out of this. I also saw a report the other day that Bill Gates is disappointed in all of us. That makes me sad. You know Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft? The billionaire, Bill's got more money than God. And Bill's very altruistic. Bill said, "Well, I'm going to give away my fortune prior to my death." And he keeps ending up with more billions. I'm not really sure how that works. If Bill is giving up his fortune to help all of us by giving it to the Bill and Linda Gates Foundation, how come Bill still has billions? Isn't that an interesting question? So Bill Gates is supposed to be giving up his billions to help all of humanity and help us all. And now Bill's disappointed in us because it's not going the way Bill wants. Bill didn't like the way that the pandemic went. Piss off, Bill. I don't care what you think, man. You're not the boss of me, Bill. And you know what Bill's doing? Bill's then going to all of these governments and he's saying, listen, man, I will give you billions of dollars if you change the rules so that you can tell Mickey what to do. Because I don't want Mickey using gasoline engines. I don't want Mickey heating his home with kerosene or home heating oil or using electricity from a non solar panel or non wind driven farm. So Bill has taken billions, given it to the government, saying that he's spending all of his money before he dies, but he keeps ending up with more and more billions. So how is that working out for everybody? Because if Bill Gates is making a couple of $1 billion a year, he's giving away $20 billion. Bill Gates is giving away $20 billion to the Bill and Linda Gates charity foundation. It's funny how they got a foundation named after Bill and Linda Gates. Isn't that crazy? He's giving 20 billion. So anyway, I don't know how. I mean, I know how Bill got his 20 billion, but now Bill is trying to influence us and tell us that we're doing a horrible job saving the planet, and we did a terrible job in the pandemic. And by the way, Bill is running experiments for the next pandemic because Bill says there's too many people on the planet. So Bill wants to get rid of people on the planet. Did you know that? Yeah, go look it up. Bill wants to get rid of people on the planet. He wants to get rid of you and me. He thinks that we're bad for the planet. And I'm telling you right now, we are bad for the planet. But piss off, Bill. Just like the federal government. Federal government says that we're bad for the planet because they're going along with climate change alarmists who are saying there's too many people on Earth and we need to stop having babies and we need to cut down the population of the people on Earth. Well, which one of the 8 billion people that we have on planet, is this 7 billion or 8 billion? I don't know. Who in the 7 or 8 billion people on the planet are we getting rid of there, Bill? I don't know. It's absolutely the craziest shit you've ever seen in your entire life. And it's absolutely fundamentally wrong that Bill Gates gets to say all of this about us. Now, Bill Gates has done some incredible acts of kindness. He's got those little drops that they give kids to help them to stop blindness. And he's trying to get rid of malaria, tried to help with the pandemic. I think Bill does a bunch of good stuff. But the problem is Bill Gates thinks that he's the boss of us. And then when he can't get his way through his spending billions and billions and billions of dollars, he goes around and he influences people like Klaus Schwab of the World Economic Forum and all of those rich, snooty ass people that go to the World Economic Forum and develop these policies that tell us how to live our lives. It's absolutely insulting. And I don't know why Bill thinks that he's more important than me, but I guarantee he's not more important than me. I'm happy. And if I got to go make a couple of $1 billion to be able to go up and punch Bill Gates, I'll do that. I would have to go make a couple of $1 billion because billionaires don't go to jail. That's why I would do it. And I wouldn't hurt Bill. I would just hurt his feelings. I'd tell Bill Gates to piss off. And I'd tell him that he's not as smart as he thinks he is. And just because you're first at the game and you create a great product like Microsoft, I use it right here. I use it every single night. Matter of fact, right before I came on the show, I had to update my computer. You know what it did? It says upgraded number 11. I just said, I don't want to upgrade to Windows 11. It says, no, I insist that you upgrade to Windows 11. I click no. It says, no, click here to upgrade to Windows 11. I said, no, continue to upgrade to Windows 11. To which I had to find that no, thank you, leave me the fuck alone. It asked me 4 times to upgrade to Windows 11 because I'm sure that Bill gets paid when I upgrade to Windows 11. Now, they're going to trick me one of these days. They're going to trick me. They're going to leave a blank screen. It's going to say click to continue. And the next thing you know, I'm going to have Windows 11 because that's the way they always get me. If I can figure out how not to get it, I'm not going to get it because right now my computer works great. But don't think that Bill or the federal government is going to be benevolent. They are not benevolent. That's Jamie Shelton, man. She's one of the greatest people on the world. Listen to me. I just want to let everybody know that I really appreciate somebody buying me dinner, that I will pass that kindness along. I hope that somebody has done something nice for you. Oh, just want to let everybody know prayers work. Mason, who is a family member of a regular show watcher, is out of the hospital. So that means that prayers work. Now, that little guy still has a long struggle in front of him, but I'm telling you what, if we keep the prayers up, our Mason came out of ICU. He was in ICU. Mason came out of ICU for everybody that's keeping track. Mason is out of ICU. Prayers work, continued prayers for total and complete healing down the line. So that's it. So you guys all be good. Remember, random acts of kindness are not random if you do them regular, right? So regular acts of kindness are what we need to talk about on this show. You guys all be good. I will catch you later. Remember to like, share, hit the notification bell. I cannot tell you how much I appreciate your comments. You guys are just absolutely the best. And I cannot tell you how much I appreciate you watching the show with me every night. Remember, Mickey in the Middle, 9 p.m. Central, Monday through Friday. Almost every Monday through Friday, except when I'm on vacation or I can't get to it because something else like life got in the way. But other than that, you guys have a fantastic night. And remember, I absolutely love you. See you tomorrow night. And good night, small one. I love you.